Hi, I'm Muzz, founder of Mystery Dingo Environmental Tours. You're watching a video of what we've been up to the last few years. If you like it, please, become a patron and share the page. Hope you enjoy and see you on a tour soon. The sun's coming up, Muzz. So's that traffic. Well, Mystery Dingo Tours have been running for 8 years. This is its 8th year. So the idea is to allow people to walk on country, to experience that and fall in love with places that need protecting. You always fight for something a lot harder when you love it. It started in 2010, and that was simply when I was living in Upper Main Arm, and I was working with a lot of overseas tourists and woofers that asked me about where I lived, and when I described it to them they went, wow, I really want to go there. Action. Well, this Mystery Dingo Tours, we're on tour. We're at Upper Coopers Creek, which is just near Rosebank. And I like this spot because that's where I used to live, just up here. Back then I didn't have a car, so I used to hitch, and every time I go in and out I just stop here for 10, 15, maybe a whole day, and just chill out and relax and listen to the water. The tours evolved from loving nature to understanding that you had to protect what you loved, otherwise that love wasn't really worth zip. And very quickly I started to understand that these places were under threat. Well, g'day folks, it's Muzz again in the forest. They really don't like one person watching them with a camera. It's amazing what one person can do. It'd be good to see what a few more people here could do. That was the beginning of the lead, and that was the first blockade of a coal mine in Australia. The old ute got very tired, and I had to get something bigger. The Mitsubishi Canter was the perfect vehicle. It's like a mobile blockade camp. With 10 activists, you can just rock up and bang, deal with us. It really involved activism tourism. Just bring people out to see why we need to save this place. And I believe it was designed and built for the New South Wales prison system for low security workers. So it's still, carting around criminals apparently. I think it's quite humorous.
I'm Constable Gasparotto from the Bowen Police Station. My registered number is 403449. Okay, you're under arrest for trespass. Okay, so take your camera off. You're in custody.
What's it all about? Do you have any other purpose? Protecting the water. No. Okay. All right.
Nothing too serious.
What sort of gear you have in the back there?
That's basically so the aliens can't get to me. So this is Blockadia. It's a Mitsubishi Canter, a triple cab. So you got 4 seats in the back, you got 4 seats in the middle, and 3 seats up front. The way it's set up now with the green tarp is for overnight stays. I've got solar panels on the back hooked up to a couple of good sized batteries, so we've got lights. This is the kitchen setup. Here we have the fridge. The pull-out kitchen. with knives and forks and pots and pans on the other side. Kitchen bench. More storage for food. Then we come around this side here. This is where the doggies travel with us. As soon as people jump in the truck, it's an instant community. Because you're with each other on a long road trip, 2, 3, you know, if we ever go back to Broome, it'll be like a 6-day trip.
Well, I've been traveling over mountains, even through the valleys too. I've been traveling night and day, been running all the way, baby, trying to get to you. Ever since I read your letter, where you said you loved me true, I've been traveling night and day, been running all the way, baby, trying to get to you.
It's like being adopted into a family. You know, you've got 10 people inside this truck, and it very quickly makes everyone solid. And the conversations you hear is quite phenomenal when you've got high-class, experienced activists swapping notes and tactics and funny stories.
My mate campaigned from it before, so I'm very excited for this experience. You know, a bit of fried food is always good. Right, I'm getting loopy now.
So it's done quite a few kilometres and transported hundreds of people so far.
Bloody big coal train.
About a K long. Well, it started off with the Laird State Forest, more towards the end of that campaign. Then it did a fair bit of work with the Shenhua campaign over in Breeza. It's been to Canberra on numerous trips for climate change. It's been to Newcastle for the flotilla, coal seam gas and the Pilliga. Been up to Bowen for a stop at Darney on quite a few trips. It's been out to Roxby Downs, Olympic Dam for the 30th anniversary, and it's also been out to Alice Springs for Pine Gap, the 50th anniversary. So yeah, there's still quite a lot of work in store for me in the truck. One of the things that Mystery Dingo Environmental Tours does is providing infrastructure for camps and for gatherings. I rock up with a big trailer full of tarpaulins, shade cloths, carpet, poles, ropes, pegs, car axles, kitchen stuff, big pots and pans, providing shade and shelter from the wind, the rain and the sun. Easy. And if people are comfortable, then they can achieve a lot more, because everything else is quite harsh. The environment, the police, the locals. It just amazes me that I'm the only person really doing this. It costs money, so Rego's $2,000 a year. You've got maintenance, tyres, shockies, it needs a service every 5,000 Ks. And just upgrades on lights and other small repairs. It's also good to shout activists a trip to Bowen or South Australia or the Northern Territory, just to make it easier for people to join in the fight. $10 a month, that's $120 a year. That allows someone to travel to Bowen and back for free. If you chip in $100 a month, that's half my rego paid. So that's, yeah, anywhere between $10 and $100, more if you've got it. And that just allows me to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm not funded by any big NGO organisation. I'm self-funded and therefore quite independent. Yeah, I know I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life. Having spoken to activists that have been doing this stuff for the last 30-40 years, and I know I'm going to be doing it for the next 30 years at least, I hope, maybe longer. We haven't inherited this earth from our ancestors, we've borrowed this planet from our children. It's the children that are going to have to fix the problems that we create as far as the environment goes. It's important to bring people together, to travel country and just fall in love with places just to see the beauty. Yeah, just trying to do what we can to make it a better world.